How you doing, Dewey, anyway?
I'm terrific. I'm terrific. Always good. Always good.
You're in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. You've been there 5, 6 weeks already.
Yeah, 6 weeks already.
Did you take a break on Saturday night to go to the PFL event with Francis? Were you there?
Um, yeah. We went. We didn't take a break. We finished our work, then we went. We always finish our work before we do anything. But yeah, it was a great event. I go to many PFL events. I have several fighters in the PFL, so it was good seeing everyone on Saudi Arabian soil, and it was a spectacular event.
I completely agree. I was in the radio station looking at the event while it was going on. Nice to see John Jones bump into Francis as well. Who
Yeah.
knows? Who knows? Who knows in the future as well? Um,
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
can I ask you first of all, is it yourself, John Mabomba, and Eric Nixick again with Francis in this camp?
Well, Eric's not here yet. He'll get here today or tomorrow, I believe. But yeah, he will be in the corner. Remember, it's the same team. John Mumba and I have been here. Uh, since the fight was signed, we got with Francis and started to work. We were at the press conference in London, and we've been here this entire time. Eric will be here tomorrow.
Um, no Mike Tyson this time. Has he given any input at all?
Guys, Mike Tyson came through a few times last time. He wasn't at the entire camp, guys. So uh, it's basically the same. Again, I think people misconstrued the narrative. Mike wasn't at the gym every day with us, but when Mike has the opportunity, when he has the time to come through, we always invite that.
Will he? Will he? Was he last week in the camp at all, giving him a little bit of advice or not?
Um, the only people who've been in camp this entire time are our team. Myself, John Mumba, Paul, uh, Randy, and the sparring partners. But remember, just because Mike isn't here physically doesn't mean he's not talking on the phone or whatever needs to be done. So, guys, let's don't make it about that. Francis is prepared regardless, just like he was prepared the first time, regardless. It's not about one person, it's about Francis being well trained and getting great sparring, and he's done that.
I'm fascinated with your relationship with Francis. How did you guys first meet, and how did it take off between you?
Well, we met late 2016. He was moving to Vegas from France. He was leaving Paris to come to the United States, Las Vegas. I was contacted by two guys, Stephen Bunner and Forrest Griffith, about training this heavyweight African UFC fighter from France. I said, yeah, great, let's do it. He met me at the Mayweather Boxing Club. I used to be a coach there before I got my own gym, and we met there, and we've been training ever since.
The late great Stefan Bonner, I want to say there as well. By the
Yes,
way, what
yes,
an
rest in peace.
amazing friend of mine as well. We did some
Uh,
crazy
but
shit together, me and him as well. Believe it or not.
yeah,
Um,
he was a good friend of mine. I've sparred him for many fights, and he left Illinois to move to Vegas, and he trained with our team. He trained with my kickboxing coach, Master One Kick Nick. So Stefan and I were very close.
yeah, beautiful man, beautiful, beautiful, crazy
Yeah, it
man,
was.
beautiful,
Yeah, it
crazy
was.
man. He was indeed.
Yeah, it was.
Um, t- can I ask you? Obviously, Francis was extraordinary last October. Um, you and I sat down. You said he'd shock the world. Then I said he's got 10 minutes. I was wrong. We had it out
Very
after.
disrespectful. Very disrespectful to say a man in a 30-minute fight has 10 minutes. And all you guys, not just you, everyone said it. Guys, the most disrespectful thing in the world you can say about a man who's dedicated his life to something. And when you get a huge opportunity like that, to think someone's so great to
Mm.
have a champion in some other fighting sport only go 10 minutes. Did Conor McGregor only go 10 minutes with Floyd? No. Come on, guys. That's the most disrespectful thing you could say. And I told you that then. I hate hearing it now. And we're gonna keep showing people exactly why not to underestimate a world champion, regardless if it's in mixed martial arts or boxing.
You can kick it out of me when I get there on Sunday. Believe me. I think, to be fair, I thought it'd be very dangerous for the first 10 minutes.
Yes.
Is what I was actually. I didn't think he'd even get stopped. But what have you done with Francis since October to improve his boxing skills? I mean, his shape was amazing on the night. He switched brilliantly. He kept his shape. He threw with fury on the night. What have you done? Obviously, styles make fights. What have you done this time? And what have you done in the interim period in those last 5 months to improve his boxing as well?
Well, it's not me, it's we. We worked very hard, diligently, and studiously, like we always do, to further improve our athlete. And more importantly, he had a great experience of 30 minutes to fight his first fight against Tyson Fury. All these things will be a result of why he looks so fantastic on March 8th. You can't put your finger on one thing. It's just the repetitive nature of training, having a good, smart team around you, and being a motivated, passionate person. And that's exactly what you'll see on March 8th. We're getting close. We're 11 days away. It's going to be a fantastic extravaganza of a night, and we plan on winning the fight.
Is it going to shock the world again?
The plan is, but if the world is shocked, you guys don't learn from your mistakes the last time. You shouldn't be shocked. You know he can fight. You know he can box. You know he has power. You know he's tough. And you know he has the stamina to do it now. So if anyone's shocked, shame on them. We won't be. We told you the first time, the same sentiments are coming for the second time. We plan on victory, man. You guys are looking at it the wrong way. At the end of the day, it's two strong men fighting against two strong men. It's two champions fighting against two champions. We'll see the outcome on March 8th.
Do you have a sense in you that Francis is going to go on and become the undisputed heavyweight boxing champion of the world?
Man, I'm old enough to understand it's not about anything except your engagement that's in front of you. So I'm not worried about anything but Francis defeating Anthony Joshua on March 8th. And that's all we're focused on, man. We got tunnel vision, one fight at a time, especially with the so-called tremendous odds we go against in this fight, and like we went against in his first professional boxing fight. We're focused on Anthony Joshua. Goal is to beat him. Bottom line.
Dewey, one of the things, it can be over romanticized or it can be overwritten, but one of the things that strikes me about Francis, you mentioned all his qualities just there, but there's a deeper quality as well, which I would add the X factor, this incredible story, his journey out of Africa, to go through what he's gone through and have the resilience and determination and vision and spirit and warrior calling and all those things. Does that count for so much as well that's taken him to the place he is? Is that something we should never forget as well?
Absolutely. I told you that in our first interview before the Tyson Fury fight. These are immeasurable attributes. Yeah. These are what I call the intangibles that no one considers. Absolutely. The DNA, the struggle, the journey, all of these things shows what he is. Everyone knows he's powerful in which he punches, but he's more powerful in which he withstood obstacle, adversity, and life to still come out on the other side successful. So absolutely, those are the most important attributes of him, because in a dark moment, we know he will keep belief, he will keep the confidence, and he will keep swinging at life and even in this fight. So honestly, I'm looking forward to March 8th, just for him to put another stamp on a miraculous sports story and an incredible life story.
Styles make fights. Well, obviously, you're not going to give me the game plan at all in any way, shape, or form. But what do you say to people?
I'll give you the game plan. I'll give you the game plan right now.
Go on.
He's going to hit him hard and he's going to go down. That's the game plan. It's that simple.
Because people are saying, oh, we'll probably. Some people are saying we'll probably see a similar Francis to last time. That he will hold his shape, that he will punch with Joshua, and obviously people are seeing Joshua as a favourite, but there is jeopardy here. What's your view on Anthony Joshua as a boxer when you've studied and analysed him?
He's a Olympic gold medalist and a two-time heavyweight world champion. He was once undisputed, if I'm not, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. So he's an incredible boxer. Uh, I'm not discounting the fact that he's an incredible boxer, and these are very difficult odds to go against in only a second fight. But guys, we understand the challenge. And once you understand the challenge, there's no need to obsess about it. There's no need to freak out about it. There's no need to stress about it. No stress, just express. Go out there and do what you do. At the end of the day, Preston Ngannou is also a world champion. He's also conquered insurmountable odds, immeasurable challenges, and we feel this is the same thing. He's done it before. He can do it again. And that's why we're confident, because not only do we believe, we know he's going to win on March 8th here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
When he wins, Dewey, will he stay in boxing? Because there's now talk about him fighting Renan Ferreira as well, as the PFL Bellator world champion. What's if you can map it out, is he likely to stay in boxing this year or do both MMA and boxing? Because obviously there's a switch there in some ways.
Yes, absolutely. There's a huge switch. And isn't he so blessed to have these huge opportunities and choices of these huge opportunities? No one knows, because that's up to Francis and his management. You know, it boils down to whatever Francis wants to do. However, we talked about it. Your Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, he already said the winners of Francis and Joshua will face off against the winners of Usyk Fury for the undisputed world boxing titles. If that doesn't make a person, if that doesn't make a person's appetite insatiable, nothing will. That's all I can say about that. We're going to take this fight on March 8th, one at a time. Once Francis conquers these odds, then he'll decide what he wants to do. It's great to have opportunities on the plate, have food all over the table, but we're going to take it one dish at a time.
On Fury and Usyk, is that a fight that fascinates you? And how do you see those two melding in terms of their styles together?
Yeah, that fight could go a lot of ways. Yeah, it's definitely a fascinating fight. Anytime there's an undisputed matchup with two undefeated champions, if it doesn't fascinate you, something wrong with you. You obviously don't like boxing as much as you think. But yeah, I could see Usyk putting on a masterclass boxing session and win by 12-round decision. I could see Tyson Fury coming in shape, coming determined, and rough Usyk up, clinching him, dirty boxing him, you know, just brutality. So I don't know what's going to happen. I view it as a 50-50 fight, but deep down inside, in a perfect world, I love to see Fury and Ngannou too.
For the undisputed. For the undisputed. Well,
boy, that would be a storybook ending. That would be a movie.
Absolutely. I think it already is a movie, Dewey. I think it already is a movie. You know, it's so incredible. Battle of the Baddest, Knockout Chaos, Friday night fights in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Can't wait to see you at the weekend. I know you're getting the final touches done with Francis right now, and it's obviously a busy fight week next week. Can't wait to see you. Always appreciate your time, sir. You're an amazing character, and I wish you all the best next week. Can't wait to see you out in Saudi. Thank you so much indeed. It's always great to speak to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The fierce fist of Francis finishes Joshua. Thank you for having me.
Wow.